Right, I wanted to talk about UFOs today, and I've sort of ping-ponged around a bit there. Maybe do it next time. Which I thought was a nice way to sort of chat about another mystery. The mystery of UFOs. I've sort of been watching quite a bit of footage on the internet of UFOs recently. I think it's just a good escape, innit? You know, everything's a bit sort of shit at the minute, isn't it? No matter where you're living, no matter what country you're in, everything just seems a little bit shitty. So sort of looking at otherworldly stuff is just a good escape. And there's loads of footage out there. Some of it you kind of go, oh, that looks good. Some of it is a joke. I mean, there was one that I clicked on. That was a bloke that it was clearly off his tits because he was filming something out of his bedroom window. He was going, there's a bright light. Oh, look, I can't believe it. I'm being visited. There's a bright light. And it was clearly a street light. So there's a lot of knobheads like that. But now and again, you get some footage or hear an interview or something that you go, well, this confirms it for me. Like, you know, there's other stuff out there. And it was a bit of a chat that Joe Rogan was having. You know, the Joe Rogan podcast. He was chatting to some commander who was flying about in a fighter jet, and he was whizzing about, enjoying himself. Turns his head and sees this UFO just floating about above the water. And he was like, what's that? And now this fella's seen loads of stuff. If there was new technology out there that we don't know about, he probably would know about it. But he saw this thing and he was like, I don't know what that is. And it started ping-ponging about all over the shop. He said it was shaped like a tic-tac and it moved about like nothing he's ever seen move about before. It was like going left, right, up, down, and at high speed as well. It just didn't make sense to him. Right? They got some radar footage of it. I'll just show you that. This was it here. It was like moving along at high speed and it was just turning at the same time, which is a bit odd. But who knows what it was. But I've had a theory for a while. Octopus. If you look at them, they look a bit alienish, don't they? This UFO was floating above the sea. So there's a connection there already. All the arms, which, you know, would probably come in handy if you're flying about something that commander saw. I imagine that's got a lot of joysticks, a lot of buttons to press. You need a lot of arms. So there's that. And I saw this video ages ago. Yeah, I'll show you this mimic octopus. Right. Now the skill that it's got, it's like, let me just show you this. Right. So this diver here, there he is in the water. Just swimming along, minding his own business, doing a bit of filming, not much to see really. And he just sees this little bit of seaweed, thinks nothing of it. There's a little fish, little black and white fish. Oh, that's nice, there's not much else here. I'll just film that black and white fish there, moving about. And then, oh good Jesus, what is that? An alien. That is an alien there. Let's just rewind it again. It goes from that, just looking like a blob of moss, to that. That is amazing. And off it shoots, look. Going back to Planet Zonk. And think about it, it makes sense, doesn't it? If you were an alien, where would you land? You wouldn't bother landing on land, on Earth. Because it's not going to be left empty for long, is it? You're going to find a little plot, you'll go, this is alright. And before you know it, bulldozers will turn up and, you know, build a new Starbucks or something. So they're better off going into the sea. And there's more of it. The Earth's 70% water. So if you're going to sort of base yourself anywhere, you're better off in the water. Especially at the minute, it seems like one of the safest places now, doesn't it? I don't think they get the virus underwater. And I tell you another thing that makes me think that I'm right here. If you Google big octopus, what comes up is the Pacific octopus, right? Where was this Tic Tac UFO spotted? Over the Pacific. Makes you think, doesn't it? Could be wrong, I could be right. I can't imagine spiders from Mars being any more weirder than spiders from Earth, to be honest. They're just odd, aren't they? How do you make them weirder? I've been going to YouTube a lot during the lockdown, and there's two things I go to if I'm not actually looking for anything, in particular. There's big waves, right? You get like fishermen, or those blokes who are shifting freight out in the North Sea, and they do videos of the waves that are outside during bad weather, and it's mental. There's like 50-foot waves, and they're just it just doesn't bother them at all. You can hear them chatting to each other, arguing over a game of cards. Meanwhile, outside there's waves, like the end of that film Deep Impact, and it just doesn't bother them. Yeah, it freaks me. It freaks me well out to know that waves are that big and are bashing about on the same planet that I'm sat on. So there's that I like looking at, and spiders, and they sort of terrify me, but at the same time I like looking at them. And I think the thing that freaks me out is the legs, because sometimes a spider can be quite big, the body, but I can pick things up like beetles and stuff like that have the same size body, but it's them legs, just big. It's the big legs which is weird, because one of the things that can make a woman sort of attractive is long legs, and it don't freak you out. I knew maybe it would if a woman had 8 legs. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Just Google the Goliath spider, will you? Look at the size of that. There's one on the internet. I think it's the first image that comes up. It's sat in a frisbee, and its feet are hanging over the edge. It's got kneecaps. Have a look at it. I mean, obviously don't. If you're one of them people who doesn't like spiders and you can't even look at them, then don't. But it is mental. Right, the other day I did some Rockbusters. I thought I'd just give you the answers. The first one, the initials were AG. The clue was, how would you? What did I say? I said. What's one of the ways you describe Kermit? Right? How does Kermit look? He's green, isn't he? He's all green. Kermit's all green. All green. Al Green. Al Green is the answer. Like I say, it's a little bit cryptic. You have to think about it. So well done if you got that one. Second one, the initial was M. The clue was, I might phone you, I might not. So what's going on there? What's another word for calling someone? Bell you, right? You might bell someone. I might bell you later. So if you might phone them, you might not. You may bell them. Mabel. That's Mabel, who's out at the minute. It's Nina Cherry's kid, that, isn't it? That's when you know you're getting old, isn't it? When pop stars you listened to as a kid have had kids, and they're now pop stars. Madness. So yeah, Mabel for the second one. And then the last one was DL. The clue was the Australian asked the impressionist to do one of those people whose arms and legs fall off. So what are they called? They're called lepers, aren't they? Lepers. If you're Australian, you'd probably say lipper. So the impressionist had asked the person to do one of them people, so they're asking them to do a lipper. Do a leper. Do a lipper. A few of you got that. No problems. So well done. Something to do, wasn't it? And might do some more, especially if this lockdown carries on.